Welcome to day 3 of the Happy Home Summit, where experts from all over the globe are really joining forces to support you and your family to thrive during the current challenges and crisis that we're facing. And today, this morning, I have Nicola here. Welcome, Nicola. And Nicola is, going to take us on a really cool journey, actually. But for those who don't know you, Nicola, can you just share a bit about yourself and what you get to do in this world?
Wow, where to start? For me, I support women and families. So I'll support women through all the loops of life. That's my rule of thumb, really, through movement, through breath, but predominantly breath, through all the things that happen to a woman, from trying to fall pregnant to being pregnant to then having their new child to then navigating life as a mother and a wife and the glue of the family. And then in all of that encompasses the partner as well. So when a female is happy in her life and her mental health state, the whole world just feels better. So for me, as a mom of 2, the breath work for me is a vital part of my mental health and how I look after myself. And predominantly just having had that experience myself for the last 20 years, I've kind of gone on this mission, especially over the last 5 years, to really spread out this breath work and to help more people at home, because we're not breathing at all. Everybody's in this dysfunctional breathing pattern. And it's not until you say to people say to me, "What do you do?" And I say, "I'm a breath worker." And they normally just stand backwards. Like, whoa. Or you get the funny comments of, "Wow, what I breathe. Everyone breathes. So why do you need to do it for work?" And then you say to them, well, it's that conscious breathing that everyone's forgotten to do. And it's that mindfulness that we're all, and there's so many people that say, "I love meditating, but I'm not very good at it." It's all that thing. So it's all kind of rolled into one.
Yeah, amazing. And so fitting that you're a part of this as you get to work with families through this work. It's so perfect for you here. So I guess, first of all, I'd love to know, because you are in that space at the moment, what in the last couple of weeks for you in your work, what have you been seeing? What are the trends going on for your families?
Yeah, a lot. We held a webinar 2 weeks ago now for pregnant ladies. We had 222 sign-ups for an event I put out the day before to say, how are you feeling? And the words that were coming up on the screen were disappointment, huge disappointment for life at the moment. People are experience this, "I didn't get to do this," or "I don't get to have my baby the way I wanted to," or "My children are not getting to go outside like we did before." There's so much disappointment. And I think disappointment for families not being able to just continue life as normal. I see it in myself, disappointment that I don't get free time anymore. So a lot of words of disappointment, disbelief, uncertainty, unknown, safety issues. Lots of people are frightened of their health and the health of their families or their parents or their grandparents. So many words and shocking. I've heard a lot of people say they feel like they're inside a Netflix movie.
Completely.
And I don't know, because you see different takes on it. I think depending on how someone lives is how they're showing up right now. And I believe it's a real awakening for everybody. It's a really sad time. I totally respect and honor that, but it's a time of saying, this is a brilliant time to really start practicing some of this beautiful stuff that we always say we're going to do and we never do it.
Provide time, which we've wanted for so long. That's right.
And for people now, they're reaching out to me because they want to understand their breath more. because they understand the importance of it. But yeah, I think for families in all, I think I'm seeing, and people are reaching out to me that might be business people, business women or men that are in business with their families at home, can't navigate running a business as well as having the kids at home, homeschooling the parents. You know, we're not teachers unless you are, you know, like it's hard to do the juggle. So I think there's a lot of pressure. But the beautiful side of this is that people are wanting to do something that's mindful with their children or with themselves. And I'm just sort of trying to teach people to do a routine of something that's boundaries at home, so that they can do something for themselves and then as a family. And what's really inspiring is that the children are already ready to do it. They're like, yeah, work.
Yeah, that's it. They're present all the time.
And I think as adults, we're the ones that are wriggling and screaming a bit because it's a new thing for us. Life has gone from fast to slow. Although we just had a conversation before about how life is quite fast for us at the moment. Fast in a different way. But the beautiful part of right now is, and I keep reminding everybody, is that nature is abundant at the moment. And you only have to step outside to see that. And that's what I keep reminding everybody. Go outside, be out in nature, even if it's in your garden, or go down to the beach early if you can get there and put your feet into the ocean. Yeah,
absolutely. So some definite similar themes to what everybody else has been noticing in the last couple of weeks. And if you're watching, then pop down what words come to your mind too. I'm interested to where your mind is at the moment. You know, let us know, and let us know any questions that you have along the way, and just let us know that you're there.
So, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What was your first feeling when this came up for you?
In the last couple of weeks?
Yeah. What was your first feeling?
Anger.
Oh, great. That's good. Yeah. Good emotion.
A whole lot of anger. A lot of anger. And for me, that's because what's being triggered is just whatever's already there for us, you know. I like that. And so my inner child and my inner being control at every turn and restrictions at every turn.
Oh, I love the honesty. Thank you.
So it's been an interesting journey of one of anger, which then leads to sadness and whatnot, which is why I've had my cries and whatnot. But then I've found the power within that. Hence creating something like the summit to bring purpose and power to the situation. And that's how you get through it, right? That's how we find the opportunities in it. So thank you for the question. Yeah. So anger. What was yours? What was your feeling?
Oh, I don't know if I'll trigger people. I was excited. Because everyone gets to slow down. Everybody gets to see who they really are and how they're showing up. And for me, it's really interesting because I was part of a corporate event a little while ago where everyone was like planning 5-6 years ahead. And I said to everybody, I used to do that, but now I try and live a week or 2 weeks ahead, you know, with bigger vision, but ideally living more in the moment. And a few people said, oh, you can't live like that. And I said, well, I don't know, because being a breath worker, I see that everybody's so far ahead that you never get to enjoy the moment. So for me, when this happened, it was like everyone gets to feel today, because no day is certain as to what's going to happen or what restrictions are going to be put onto us.
Yeah.
So everyone gets to feel the moment right now and see what it feels for them. And that's why there's so much emotion.
Yeah, absolutely. And it makes sense that you were excited, right? Because this is your practice, you know, for the last 20 or so years, this is your practice to be completely present and just here and now. And that's what you're trying to support your clients with. So, you know, I can definitely understand that. So let's dive into breathwork then, because you know, sometimes when you say breath work, is it the same as meditation? Is it just focusing on your breathing? You know, what exactly is it and what's the purpose of it? So can you share what is breath work to you and what we need to know about it?
So breath work, it is like the bridge between your mind and your body. That's kind of the simple form of it. Breath work gives you the opportunity to see how you're showing up. So however you're breathing is how you're living right now. So that might be, I don't know, like everyone can do this even now, just placing your hand to your chest and your hand to your tummy. Just close your eyes and just feel your body. Just take a big breath in and a sigh out, and a breath work in and a big sigh out, and last one. And as you do this last one, just feel what your body's telling you. See what's coming up for you. Feel how you're breathing. And as you're in your body, just feel what's happening to your heart. Just feel what your body is trying to tell you. Just listening, observing your body, feeling your breath just coming in and coming out. Feeling anything emotional that's coming. Feel your tummy. Your tummy always will want to tell you what's happening, whether it's tight, whether it's got butterflies. Just feeling that heartbeat, whether it's busy, it's fast, if it's nice and slow. Feeling if there's any palpitations, feeling any lumps in the throat, or just feeling really peaceful. And when we take that moment just to sit in our bodies and actually observe our breath, that is a true indicator as to how we're actually showing up in the world right now. And as we're sitting here thinking about that breath and observing the breath, we just seem to just sort of simmer down a little bit, and it changes our nervous system in our body. So just feeling it, just feeling your body. And our bodies are always wanting to tell us how to live, how to breathe, how to move. So I don't know if there's any questions anybody's got, please just put in whatever it is that's come up for you now so that we can discuss it, because essentially breath work is that. It is the opening, the listening. We're so busy trying to do everything else, the work, the children, keeping it all together, that when we sit and we observe the breath, it will usually tell us how we're living. And for me, I often have to do this because, just because I breathe doesn't mean I'm like the most Zen person in the world. I have to do the breath work because I am a busy person. And often I just, even then, just sitting there, just feeling all the things, you just notice that when you calm a moment, you can really feel your nervous system. And that's what the beautiful thing about breath is. It is this ability to feel into whether you're in the fight and flight, the sympathetic nervous system, or whether you're in the parasympathetic, that calm, beautiful, gentle nervous system. And we kind of, if people don't understand what that is, that sympathetic nervous system is the real fight flight, fight the dinosaur. At the moment, most people are living in that, listening to social media, feeling that heightened moment when you read something that might really trigger you. And when we're in that fight and flight, we get all those things that I mentioned, the lump in the throat, the sadness, the grief, the disappointment, the feeling in your tummy. Mine's always my tummy. My tummy goes into full grip mode and it doesn't let go. Some people get that feeling of agitation, anxious, restlessness, out of control. And when we're living like that, we're on this huge adrenal rushing, high cortisol releasing, and that stops us from having the beautiful deep rest that at the moment lots of people are saying, I'm not doing very much, but I'm not able to sleep. And it's because we're on that fight and flight, fighting this coronavirus or whatever is coming around us. Yes. And I think we really are feeling that sympathetic nervous system. So the beautiful thing with breath work is we have this amazing nerve that runs from our brain down into our body called the vagus nerve. And it's like this wandering nerve that carries down through the back of the throat, wraps around the throat, travels down in through our heart, wraps around the heart, down into the deep parts of our lungs. And it sends all these beautiful signals back up to our brain. And this vagus nerve is highly connected to our parasympathetic nervous system. So that when we try and calm ourselves with meditation or yoga or whatever, even exercise, our parasympathetic nervous system is wanting to come in and calm the body system down so that we can achieve all this beautiful, relax, beautiful breath. And yeah, it's amazing when we do that kind of tapping into that. And I think when you recognize the two and you understand that breath work is the bridge to keep those two in alignment,
yes,
it helps to connect everything together. And I think also the other thing I think is that every time we react, we speak, we have an emotion, our breath is connected to that. So however we react to things is how our breath responds. And so I kind of want to say to you all is that when you're in this moment and you're sitting on social media, which lots of people are, and you can feel that your body's trying to tell you something, you can feel the response, and you might hold your breath. And there is a thing where when you're on your phone doing social media, you go into what they call hunting gathering, like a hunting mode, where you hold your breath and watch yourself when you're doing it while you're trolling or going through your Facebook or reading or listening to something. And then you feel really agitated. And it's because you're tapping straight into that sympathetic nervous system, holding your breath, waiting to fight the dinosaur.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know if that helps people to understand what breathwork is. It's that bridge that pulls those two together and causes the balance in the body.
Yeah, perfect. I think that was a really great, clear explanation, Nicola. Really great. So, I think one of the things that people bring up, and I know for me, when I was experiencing anxiety and panic attacks a couple of years ago, and this is only going to be increased at the moment, it can be quite scary to go into your body.
Yes.
Right. To feel those sensations, it can be scary and uncomfortable. So I guess for people who might not feel comfortable in going there at the moment or any time, and there is that resistance, what is your suggestion for those people? Because it's essential for them to start this practice even gently, more gentle than others, to really get the benefit. So what can they be doing?
Okay, so I always see it like baby steps. So, just think about what I'm saying, or think about how you're going to achieve this. So meditation for people like that is also a big no-no. And that's why when I say what I do, people stand back because they don't want to lean in. They feel panicked straight away.
Sure.
And it's interesting to see that for some people, even to feel it with yourself. So if you are that person, and I used to be that person that would be highly strung, having those moments of going, I can't breathe, open the window, still can't breathe. You can do it simply by just taking a breath in, sigh out, and just bringing in just conscious one breath and one sigh out will change something for you. Even just noticing, so if someone says something to you and it feels triggery, just breathe. Take a breath in, sigh out, and decide. We've all got the opportunity to decide whether we want to engage into that, whether we want to be mixed into that conversation, and really decide, is this a useful belief for me to actually go into this for myself? What am I going to do to myself by going into this? And if you use the breath as the tool, the driver of the train, because you are that, to decide how you're going to approach everything, that's going to help you to start realizing that the breath is way powerful than you thought, and it's your friend. It's not something to fear. So doing the breath, doing this, even just start singing. Like, honestly, singing is a form of breath.
Yes.
And also not being frightened of crying. Crying is another way of letting go of breath. Yawning, you can actually encourage a yawn to come, and when you yawn, your body goes, thank you, like it's like a whole body orgasm, and it's the closest to that, so keep yawning. And I think just sighing and catching your breath, and just for me it's even just breathing before I speak. Breathing, and if you've got the children at home and you can feel yourself going into the whole, they're making too much noise, I feel really agitated by them, decide how you're going to approach it before you jump into the holler or the shout. And I'm having to do heaps of that at the moment before I react, because like today we're here and my kids are upstairs, and you're like, let's hope they'll be good while I'm downstairs. But I think just using your breath, exhaling out, decide. And then usually when you start to pick up that really small practice, that's enough for you to understand how good the breath is. And then you can add to that practice. So that could be getting up in the morning, making sure your telephone, your mobile is out of your room, stand, sit on the edge of the bed, just feel your body like we did at the beginning. Just close your eyes and putting your hands onto your chest and your tummy, and just asking your body, what can I do for you today? Like, what do you need? And just breathing into it. And when you do that, there's nothing woo-woo to that. It's a real thing. Like, it's, your body will say, I need a rest day today. Give yourself that gift. Listen to your breath, listen to your body. And then when you start to do that every day, or even at the end of the day, you know, do I really need to be doing that phone call? Do I really need to be listening to that news? Breathe, listen, and do. So that's like the real basics of breath. And then you can start adding to the practices of doing a 5 in, 5 out. So that might be breathing in for the count of 5, breathing out for the count of 5. You can do what they call box breathing, which is breathing in for 4, holding for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. And that's a really good breath when you're in that state of just need to approach something with real attention. And that can be like trying to move your business. That might be trying to come up with schooling, a homeschooling project, you know, anything that needs it. And the Navy SEALs use that breath all of the time before they go into combat. So, and they get taught this breath. So this breath works.
Yes.
The 5 in, the 5 out is a heart coherence breath. It helps to get the adrenals from high to really calm. It gets the heart rate to regulate. And that's the most powerful breath that I think that you can do, that's simple to use. Okay. And you can change that down for the children to do 3 in, 3 out for just 1 minute.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect.
There's so many practices that you can do that are simple. And essentially just being conscious of observing your breath is enough, you know, while we're driving, while we're going to the shops at the moment, which feels very intriguing and quite triggery for lots of us with that panic of get in, get out. Do the box breathing.
Price on the shelf today, you know, it's which there wasn't yesterday. So rice hunting today.
But just doing a box breathing in the car before you get out the car to go into the supermarket is really powerful, because it gets you ready for going into that situation where you feel like you're, you know, everybody's in trouble at the moment, you know.
Yes. I like that. And I like, you know, to do this as a family would be really beautiful too. You know, if you're feeling anxious and stressed, then there's no chance that your children aren't. So they definitely are too. So, you know, I know that Nicola is going to take you on a breathwork journey. So get ready for it. It's going to be exactly what you need right now. And so that you can start doing this in your day and have it as a daily practice for now, especially, but moving forward as well. Is there anything that you feel like people need to know before we do that, Nicola?
Yeah, so today we'll go on, I'm sort of feeling into the feels of this morning, and I think we'll go into a little bit of an energized breath, and then you need to lay down for this today. So wherever you are, just grab yourself a really nice spot. And the thing is, when we breathe, and if you've never really done any intentional breath work before, there's some amazing things that come up in your body, like it might be slight lightheadedness, and whatever it is, just remember that the breathing is not going to kill you. It's just going to maybe bring up a little bit for you to make you go into your body, into your mind and your breath. So lightheadedness can come up, maybe even an immediate emotional response can come up when we do the breath work. And remember that your body is wanting this, like it actually needs it and it wants it. And don't be frightened of your breath, because it's there to lead you forward. It's there to give you the most amazing experience, even if it's short or longer. But today, I just want you to just trust the process of doing some breath work. I'm not going to lead you down into any crazy journey this morning, but it will be enough for you just to feel this beautiful calmness after you finished, and just to feel your body just really in that parasympathetic nervous response. And when you feel that calmness, even if there's emotion there, it is truly a gift to yourself to be able to let go and to be able to see things. And also breathing gives you total clarity. You know, it stops the ego, you know. So when we're in our headspace and we're overworking it, which we are, today will be an opportunity to you to let the brain concentrate on the breath so that the body has time to rest, and that you get to connect the whole thing together.
Yeah, perfect. And I know that so many people are thinking, yes, give it to me.
I know.
Relaxation, you know, allow me a rest, please. So this
and I think if you find meditation really hard, this is like meditating for people that can't meditate, because you're essentially using your breath. And when you focus on just breathing, your mind is able to let go. And when our mind lets go, we feel much more calmer and peaceful and very together and connected again. And that self-connection and self-compassion is what we're all wanting at the moment. We all want to feel more gentle for ourselves. We want to feel more gentle in our body. We want to feel more gentle in how we're approaching everything. And I don't know one person that wouldn't want to feel those things right now.
No, not at all. Okay, wonderful. So let's begin. We are in your hands. So I'm going to have you as the full screen, Nicola. Okay. I'm going to disappear out of this because I'm going to take part 2. So I've got a comfy couch here, so I'm going to
let's do it.
Yep. So I'll be joining you all, and I'll see you on the other side.
I might do a little bit of music. Hopefully it will work. We'll see. We'll do a little bit of music. That might be nice.
Beautiful.
And I'll put it up.
Okay.
All right. Everybody just lay down. Let's lay down. Let's feel into this. Can you hear the music?
Yeah.
Good. All righty. Let's lay down. Get really comfortable. Grab some pillows. Pop them under your knees. Just want you to find a place to pop your head, just so that you feel relaxed. I just want you to put your hand to your diaphragm, just above your belly button, and the other hand to your heart. I just want you to close your eyes and just observe your body. Just take a big breath in and a big sigh all the way out. Big breath in and a big sigh out. And a big breath in and a big sigh all the way out. I'm just going to take you through a little bit of a deeper breath experience to start, for just about 20 breaths, and then we'll go into this real calm breathing. I want you to feel 2 different types of breath so that you can understand the beautiful power of breath. And if you find breathing a little bit hard, just breathe in and out any way you like today, because this is about you just understanding breath. So for this particular breath, we're going to breathe in and out of the mouth, because it's going to help to clear some of these deep emotions that are in our bodies at the moment. We're going to do a connected breath. We're going to do 5 breaths and a big sigh out, and we're going to do that about 20 times, and then I'll take you into a beautiful 5 in, 5 out. So we're going to breathe in and out of our mouth, and it's going to sound like this. A practice run. And as you're coming in, just breathe in and then let the breath out. Breath in and then just out it comes. Let it release. So it goes like this. Let's do 2 more. Then take a full breath in. Sigh out. Off we go again. Last one. Breath in, sigh out. Off we go again. Breath in. Two more. Last one. Breath in, sigh out. One more set. Breath in. Breath in. Last one. Breath in. Sigh out. I want you to take a full breath in and hold. Hold it there. Hold the breath in. Hold. Tense your whole body. Tense it up. Hold it in. Hold it in. Keep holding it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Let's do one more set like this. So off we go again. One more. Off we go again. Keep going, breathing in. Two more. And as you're feeling this, if you're feeling dizzy, just keep breathing through it. Breath in and sigh. Off we go again, breathing in. One more. And sigh. This is the last set. Breath in. One more. Sigh out. Breath in and hold. Hold it, squeeze, squeeze everything, push everything, draw everything in, hold everything, clench your bottom, squeeze everything together, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and fully out. You can rest for a moment. I'm going to walk you through a 5 in, 5 out. If you feel any emotion, or you feel confused, just remember it's just you and your breath. You are safe. If you're allowing yourself just to be here and be in the experience, keep moving through this experience. It is so beautiful for you today. So now we've opened you up a little. We're going to calm the parasympathetic nervous system. We're going to let you feel your body. And if you fall asleep, that's okay, but try and stay focused on the breath. So we're going to breathe in for the count of 5 and breathe out for the count of 5. And if you find that tricky, just go to where it feels good for you and then just allow yourself to exhale. Stay focused on the breath. And I'm going to walk you through it for a while, and then you're going to go there on your own. I'm going to walk you through an experience. So just get comfortable, move your body if you need to, just to be more in tune with your body. All right, breathing in for 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going with that breath now. No need to count, just feeling your breath slowly moving into the body, and as you exhale, letting the breath leave your body, taking all the tension with that exhale. Just scan your body now as you're breathing. Just notice anywhere in the body that feels uncomfortable, where you can feel any tension. Play with that breath. Send that breath down into those areas. Feeling your body. Understanding is here for you. It's wanting to do this work. It's wanting to let go. Feeling any emotions, just allow them to come. Or just feeling that deep sense of peace and calm in your body as you continue with the same breath. Slow on the inhale, slow on the exhale, softening the body. And as you're breathing, just notice a white light from the crown of your head. Bring that white light now on the inhale into your mind, into your face, into your body. Let this white light relax your jaw and your mouth. Let your tongue feel heavy in your mouth. Your eyes close tightly. Just seeing any colors or just noticing the feeling in your body. Staying connected to the breath. And if your mind is wandering, just bring it back to the breath. Allowing and observing, no judgment. Bringing that breath now down to your throat. Just sensing any tension around the back of your neck or into all the vocal cords. And as you're breathing, just noticing the sound of your breath, the sound of your heart. Just taking that white light now down into your chest, feeling the expansion of your ribs as you inhale, feeling your back, the upper parts of your shoulders just melting down to wherever you're lying or seated. Just feeling your body, breathing intentionally, consciously, connecting your body and your heart and your mind. Taking this white light now as dancing around your chest and take it into your diaphragm. Breathing through the diaphragm more, breathing into your tummy more. Let that white light feel energized, beautifully opening, acknowledging your body as you breathe, feeling the breath. Taking that white light now down into your pelvis, just feeling the release and the relaxation traveling and melting the whole of your body. And taking that white light now down into your bottom. Relax those muscles, let it go. Feeling the connection to the breath, relaxing and releasing the body. Taking that white light now down into your thighs, letting your legs feel heavy. Heavy and heavy. This white light now coming behind the back of your thighs, traveling down to the backs of your knees, into your thighs, into your feet. Letting that breath take that white light down now further into your feet, to every single toe. This white light now traveling up through the front of the foot, around the ankles, up through the shins, up through the legs. The legs are feeling heavy, relaxed. Allowing that white light now as you exhale and inhale, coming up through your body, through your tummy. Feeling it dancing in your body as a breath is moving this light through all the areas of tension, allowing it to release. Taking that white light now, resting it to your heart. Take your hand to your heart. Just let your heart speak to you. Let that breath just connect to you deeper. For you are safe, you are loved, and you are supported. Feeling that beautiful connection traveling around and over your body as you lay there, fully conscious, fully connected, and fully supported. Just take a moment here now and just feel your body completely grounded, completely at peace, and completely calm. Staying connected to the breath, staying connected to you. And as you're feeling your body still and calm, just know that the breath has sent you to this place. You've gifted yourself the experience to connect to your breath, your mind, and your body. And each time you feel anything that causes you to feel unhappy or sad, just connect to that breath. Come back to this place. This is your happy, safe, and calm place. Try not to pack any emotions down if they're there. Allow them to be, for it's you and your body. And you are safe to feel those things. Take a big breath in and a big sigh all the way out. Take a breath in, and as you sigh out, wriggle your toes, your fingers, roll your wrists or your ankles. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, keeping your eyes closed, just stretch your hands away from your toes. Feel the energy of your body, just calm but connected, maybe slightly tingly. Take a big breath in, and as you sigh out, open your eyes and smile. Big smile. Bring that smile back to your body. And in your own time, just slowly come back to the room and lay there if you want to, or sit up if that feels better for you. Thank you. Thank you for giving yourself that time to breathe and be and feel. How do you feel?
Magical. How does everyone else feel?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know. And, you know, it is when you do take that time to stop, that's when everything, it's generally when, you know, those tears start to flutter in the eyes, or, you know, then that's generally what happens for me. So at the beginning of that, yes, you know, a bit of the tears started to come, because it's just, and I can feel my mind just become a lot heavier. It's just seeking for rest. So I don't know if any of you felt that too, but I could feel it's just seeking a rest. So So
it wants to do the breathing so much.
It does, yeah.
So
yeah, go Nicola.
there are ways that you can bring this into your children, and I think this is the work that we need to do so that our children that are here become more enlightened, become more conscious, and that our children are going to be these amazing leaders as they go through this with all this conscious work that's in the world right now. I will just tell you a few things that I do with my children daily just to help those mums and dads at home. Yeah. So there's a few exciting, because children find mindfulness they are that. So it's just been able to give them new tools. So the 3 in, 3 out, we just did 5 in, 5 at the end, but you can do that for 3 in, 3 out laying down with the teddy bear on their tummies. And my girls love it because they feel their teddy bear lifting and then they feel it dropping. Yeah. And we do it with a few, like apps that you can get for music, or they choose their music and we lay down as a family, and we do that regularly, maybe even every night if we can. Yeah. But the most fun things are balloon breathing, and you can do it with actual balloons, or you can just do it anyway, where you and then and get them to do with balloons. It helps them they get a little bit high. We all get a little bit high when we do the breathing intentionally sometimes, and they love that, like, oh, I feel really dizzy. And then the other thing is that we really love is getting some straws, and if you've got ping pong balls, that's amazing, but if you don't have those, don't get them. You just get pieces of paper, scrunch them up, and then do like a racetrack, and they breathe the balls all the way to the end, and then we have like quite a lot of fun with that. What else? In the bath, they'll do the straws with the bubbles, moving it around. They're really amazing ways of getting your kids' lungs really working, especially those parents that have got children with asthma. It is really important that they do this work, because you're going to change the functionality of the lungs.
Yeah, thank you. And I know that will be super, super helpful to a lot of families right now, and a lot of fun too. The thing is, when so one of the companies that I have, Kids Yoga Therapy, I used to get to do that stuff with them too, and still do for months. And the thing is that when parents do this with their children, they benefit just as much.
Totally.
So it's just it's a team effort. It's a combined experience, and it benefits the whole family. So this has been the most incredible start to the morning, and I know so many people are going to benefit from what you've just shared with us. So I want to finish with 2 questions for you, Nicola. I've been finishing with these 2 questions for everybody. So the first one for you is, in the last couple of weeks during everything that's been going on, what have been the opportunities for you in your life through this experience?
Slow down.
Yeah, perfect.
And to gift myself more downtime. Like, as in, we've got a hammock in our garden, which I've hardly been into this last few months because we've been so busy. And I've been in my hammock for half an hour each day, listening to a mindful app of some kind, or just feeling and hearing the nature, or just actually reading an actual book.
Yes.
Which I never do. Not on a device either. So, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. It's so nice. The slowing down is just, I feel like I'm quite slow at the moment after that. So now the last one is, what does a happy home look and feel like to you?
Oh, wow. There's a few things really. Happy home for me is when your children you're watching them and you can see that they are happy or just connected to themselves, that we're having more mindful moments together where we can discuss and have these really beautiful conversations, even with my 4-year-old. Happy home is just having those moments of being able to see each other and really value everybody's participation as a family. And happy home for me is just that feeling of togetherness and connection. And even if that's in the middle of an emotional moment, which we get lots in our house, it's been able to have those really beautiful conversations.
Yeah, Beautiful, beautiful. I can feel it from you actually. So Nicola, if people want to experience some more breath work with you and find out more, how can they do that?
Well, I'm actually doing some virtual breathing classes at the moment, which is amazing. Tonight I have got an event on which has got 100 people coming to it, which is just blows my mind, because I couldn't ever imagine sitting with 100 people breathing with them. So yes, if you go on my website www.nicolalaye.com or follow my Instagram page, I'm trying to do as much story content of how to do breath work each day. And yeah, I've got one more free class event that I'm doing. I think it'll be next week. I'll release the date today. But I'm also doing couples connection workshops too online, where you come together as a couple, either on your own or in a group of couples, and I show you how to really get connected to each other, so that you can improve your life together, your communication, your libido, and your everything. So yeah, I'll be doing some of those too. Yeah.
Magical. Yeah. Okay, and so those details of the workshop is on your website?
Yeah, it is, yeah, and I'm updating it all the time. It's changing daily at the moment. So
okay, perfect. I might actually pop the link in this to your website actually. Yeah.
And anyone can message me if they've got any questions from today, and anything that anyone's curious about, or whatever came up for those people that were breathing. Just, please reach out, because that's what I do.
And please share, because it's always beautiful to hear other people's experiences, to know that maybe what you experienced wasn't so weird and silly. It's always nice. So Nicola, thank you so much for your time this morning. It's been so beautiful, and I thank you all for tuning into this one. And if you do have any questions, please pop them in, and Nicola and I will make sure we get to them.
Totally.
And for those of you tuning in this afternoon, we've got Tamara Kidd, who is the homeschooling expert. So any concerns that you've got, she'll be dispelling all the myths around homeschooling, what it is, what it isn't, what you need to know, what you shouldn't worry about. So really releasing some of those worries around it this afternoon at 3 p.m. So tune in for that. But otherwise, enjoy your day.
Yes.
Enjoy yours, Nicola. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Bye for now.